Hello and welcome to the Rangers News YouTube channel. My name's Cameron Willis and I'm sitting with Mr. James Black.
Hello.
On today's video, we're going to discuss Alfredo Morelos and Florian Kamberi, namely Alfredo Morelos' exceptionally poor form since coming back to action in 2020. The striker was obviously banned for the first 3 games. The first one was the Scottish Cup and then the tie against Stranraer and then 2 league games. He came back with a calf injury against Ross County. Was unlucky not to score in that match. And then he did score against Hamilton in the 4-1 Scottish Cup win. And the next 2 matches, the striker was again incredibly unlucky. He scored a goal that was ruled out for offside against Livingston, which I thought was perfectly good. And previous to that, had also got one very harshly ruled out against Kilmarnock. Again at the weekend against St Johnstone, Morelos was very disappointing. He missed a chance to put it 3-1 up, but aside from that, he looked to be forcing the issue and trying too hard. Don't want to give him too much grief for his performance on Thursday night because I thought Morelos played quite well, despite the fact that he probably should have scored in the first half. He had 2 decent chances, one particularly when the ball kind of broke through the Braga defensive ranks. Contrary to the former Morelos, January loan signing from Hibs, Kamberi, has been particularly impressive in the largely cameo appearances that he's made. Against St Johnstone, he came off the bench to change the game, scored one, a very fine finish, which I think actually ended up coming off his shin, and another one where he turned the St Johnstone captain, I think Jason Kerr, absolutely sublimely and put it on a plate for a Rebo. So what we're going to ask is it time for Alfredo Morelos to take a little spell out the team and Florian Kamberi to be given a shot? No.
We're talking a guy who's scored almost 30 goals by Christmas. His form's not been great. However, we're talking about a guy who scored 30 goals by New Year.
He scored one.
29.
I think he's had more yellow cards than goals in his last 7 games.
Right, but if you're going to only pick just small windows, then I think you can pick and suit to choose almost any argument. I get what you're saying. Kamberi's come in and started brightly. I think there's little doubt of that. 3 months ago, if I'd said to you we're going to sell Kamberi, we're going to sell Morelos in January and sign Florian Kamberi, what would you have said to me?
I'd have recoiled in horror. But I mean, he's out of form, Morelos. Yeah,
no doubt he's out of form.
And I think Kamberi is criminally underrated footballer in Scotland. I thought that even at Hibs he was good. I think that he perhaps prefers the environment of a bigger club, hence his comments when he joined, and I think that will make him a better player. And I think at times at Hibs he was complacent. I don't think that his attitude was the best, but there is a little doubt in my mind that there is a very good player in Kamberi. And Morelos, I absolutely love Alfredo Morelos. You know, his goals speak for themselves, but his attitude has been off. There's been so much stuff behind the scenes which I think has limited Rangers fans' criticism of him, because some of the stuff that he's been subjected to has been disgraceful, and it may well have affected his game. He's got a young pregnant wife, etc. as well. I think there's issues surrounding stuff off the field with Morelos that's affecting his performance, which has made fans hesitant. But at the same time, we're trying to force a square peg into a round hole at the minute, and it's not happening for him. And he's out of the game on Wednesday night against Braga, which will give Kamberi a shot. Maybe a bit disappointing, to be honest, because Morelos has been so good, particularly away from home in Europe, and he was good again on Thursday night. But it's an opportunity for Kamberi.
Oh, it's a huge opportunity for him. And to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if he grabs it with both hands. He has impressed since he came here for Hibs. And I think, obviously I didn't watch a huge amount of Hibs before last month when I started covering Hibs games for Not the Old Firm. I didn't really watch them a huge amount, so I'd seen Kamberi when he played against us, and maybe once playing against Celtic. So I mean, I'm not going to proclaim myself to have any kind of real knowledge on kind of how good he was or wasn't for them. But he's no. I think all things being equal, it wouldn't even be. It'd maybe be third choice at Rangers. Were Jermaine Defoe fit?
That's probably true.
So I think
he's still young enough.
Oh no, he's still young. But I think that's his age can be a bit of a red herring just now because he's only at Ibrox until end of June.
I think
there's you can't really put much into saying he's young, he'll develop, he'll get better. It'll be fearless.
He's clearly not thinking that. He's desperate to make
an
impression.
He's angling for a move.
He's desperate. I mean, if he continues doing what he's doing, why would you not? Give him an opportunity.
Because Hibs will fleece you.
Maybe, but he's only got a year left in his deal, so I don't know about that. I think there'd be. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still got to score more. He scored his first one, which congratulations to him because I thought he was absolutely brilliant. He was the man of the match yesterday. But Morelos isn't playing well enough. He change it. Give Kamberi a shot. Kamberi's played in this league. He's proven that he's a good player in this league. I mean, I have seen flashes of him, and I have been impressed with him even before he joined Rangers.
I mean, I do think as well, just kind of looking at, even when Morelos isn't scoring, he often does a lot of really important work. He'll bully defenders, he'll drag them all over the place. And I think particularly in the Braga game, you saw just the beginnings of a partnership with Yanis Hadji. You'd never really seen it much in the couple of previous games that hadn't really started to click yet. But I thought against Braga there was some real signs that they're starting to kind of really get on the same wavelength with each other. And like some of Hadji's balls through for Morelos were just delightful. Just brilliant. So I'd like to see that given a wee bit more time and just a wee bit more time to develop and just see how those two continue to build that partnership together. Because I'm going to assume that somebody at Ibrox is currently scraping together the €5 million to get it sent out to Belgium as quickly as possible. I
think Hadji will be here next season. But I mean, Morelos, it was the first half of his season, right? He's 23.
He's unplayable.
He's went off form. If he plays like the way that he did in the first half of the season, he's an exceptional player and undoubtedly a 20 million plus player. At the minute, he isn't looking like that. I don't know if he's angling for a move or whatever, right? Because he was generally appeared very happy at Rangers. Maybe we'll get another season out of him next year. But you're talking about Morelos, right? Hadji. We're talking about Kamberi, who I think is a decent player, but Ken, Aribo, you know, that's the makings of like a genuinely good team. If we can get a consistent tune out of them. It is young, it is hungry, it's just lacking experience. And surely it'll be stronger from the experience of the domestic form that we've got just now.
Absolutely.
But there is there's a lot of talent there. And I think it's a shame that Morelos hasn't been performing. I think there's multiple factors, and it's not the first time he's went through a barren spell with Rangers. He did it in his first season as well, if you remember.
Yep.
So I mean, it can happen with him. For me, I think Kamberi's proven, be it for Morelos or Kent, right, that he deserves a run in the team.